Merry Christmas, everybody! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning into this exciting new Christmas edition. I just got a new lipstick by Gerard Cosmetics. It's called Cherry Cordial, and I'm wearing it right now, and I was super excited when I got it because I don't usually wear a lot of dark lipsticks, but I'm going to a Christmas party today, and I thought, why not make a Christmas makeup look with this awesome new color. So anyway, if you would like to see how I got this makeup look, God, I hate that phrase, makeup look. I hate it, but it's like the only thing that you can say to describe what you're doing. So this makeup look, I don't know what to say. How I put this makeup on. Is that better? I don't know. Anyway, if you'd like to see how I put this makeup on and what I used, please continue to watch and look for more Christmas videos because it's only the beginning of December, so we're gonna have more, I am sure. And yeah, thank you for watching and please subscribe. Okay, let's get going. First, I'm going to take my primer by NYX. It's a shine killer, and I'm going to put it all over my face where I have really dry skin, so my nose and the middle of my forehead, just to keep the makeup on longer there. Next, I'm going to take the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Foundation in Soft Beige and put it everywhere. I did just recently get a spray tan because I'm going on my honeymoon soon. So, yeah, it's a little bit spotty and makes me look like I have a bit of a mustache, so forgive me for that, but I'm just going to put this everywhere. And I'm using a Real Techniques buffing brush for that. Next, I'm going to be taking a highlighter slash concealer. I'm using the NYX Concealer HD. It's in a very bright color. I don't know what one it is, but I'll have it down below. Just a couple swipes under my eyes and then taking the Maybelline Age Rewind in light pale and buffing it out with that. This color is a little bit darker, even though it's still pretty light. It's just a good mix to make it not so obvious that under my eyes are going to be super bright. So helps really kind of blend that in much better. So I'm doing that on my forehead, down my nose, under my eyes, a little bit on my chin, and eventually I'm going to buff it out with my finger there. You'll see there, that kind of just gives it a smoother finish. Next, I'm taking that Stay Matte powder. It's in the color 003. It's just a light color to kind of set the under eyes just where I put the highlighter. And I'm using this big fluffy brush, moving the brush towards my nose to kind of help with all the creases. I found that it helps. It makes you really hot, but it helps. And then to do the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Revlon Color Stay pressed powder in light medium. This guy is almost gone, so I can still get a couple uses out of him, but I'm just going to put that everywhere else on my face. Followed by this bronzer by e.l.f. It's only about $3 or something. I believe it's called Tan Toffee, something like that. And yeah, I'm just going to put it on my cheekbones, not too much right there, but buffing it all out down my cheekbones, temples, across my forehead, and down my nose, of course, to try and make my Greek beak look less of a Greek beak. And after we're done with that, I'm going to take my favorite blush by Revlon in the color Wine Not, and with a medium-sized fluffy brush, I'm just going to take a little bit of that color and brush it from the top of my ear right to the apples of my cheeks, patting it there so we can make one consistent swipe, I guess. And then I'm going to take this clean fluffy brush, this large fluffy brush, and just blend everything together. It does have some of the Revlon Color Stay pressed powder I used before, so it'll do a good job just kind of blending everything together so it doesn't make it so obvious. Then I'm going to take this Honeymoon color from Hard Candy, and I'm going to highlight the tops of my cheeks with this stipple brush by e.l.f., another $3 buy, which is awesome. I'm just going to lightly put some of that there, and I don't know if you can tell, but you can tell the difference in the nice shine when you add that. Next, we're going to move into the eyeshadows. I'm using the Naked Basics palette and using the color W.O.S to just put all over the top of my lid as a base color. This palette is literally all you need. I love it, especially if you don't wear tons of makeup. It works super well as just natural, neutral colors. So what you see I'm doing now, I'm just going to use the color Naked 2 and putting that in my crease just to make as a transition color for the next that we're going to use. And this palette is a close second, if not first, with the Naked Basics. It is the Vice by Urban Decay. I'm using the color Lucky, which is this really pretty gold color, and putting it all in the crease with a smudge brush by e.l.f. This one I think was $1. And yeah, don't be afraid to use as much as you want. Bring it underneath the eye as well, so down on the lower lid. And then we're going to take the color Defy with a small precision brush by e.l.f. and just making a pretty distinct line down in the crease, as well as connecting it to the bottom lash line. I purposely am doing it this crease as a harsher line because I want it to look more, I want it to be more noticeable. But don't worry, we're still going to blend it all out. I'm using a clean Real Techniques brush, and we're just going to buff and blend and blend. So if it doesn't look quite, you know, if you can still see some lines and all that there, don't worry, we're going to go in with more and really make it all blend together nicely. We're going to go back to the Naked Basics palette and use the color Venus to highlight under our brow bone. So that's going to help blend, as well as using both colors. We're going to use those together. They're Naked 2 and Faint. And we're just going to blend it even more in the upper part of the crease. So try not to go below the crease. Okay, so we're going to put down the eyeshadow for a second and start with the eyeliner. I'm using L'Oreal Blackest Black Gel Eyeliner, and starting with the wing first, I'm just going to connect the two and follow my eyelash line all the way down to the tear duct. Instead of going to the tear duct on the bottom line, we're just going to continue going out straight, as you can see. Don't use too much, you don't want it to be too gunky, but just keep going straight out. Don't follow the line all the way up to the corner of the eye. I'm going to take a small e.l.f. blending brush, it's a little angled brush, and you're just going to blend all of that together. So you can either use a little eyeshadow if you want to help blend, or you can just smudge out the gel eyeliner that you have. It'll make it a lot more dramatic. And then we're going to add a little bit of that same Venus color from the Naked Basics palette, and we're going to highlight the inner corner of the eye just to really make the eyes nice and big and pop. Onto the eyebrows, I'm using the Anastasia Dipbrow in the color Taupe, and I'm just going to line my eyebrows. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's boring, and if you want to know how I do my eyebrows, I can do a separate video on that. Just let me know. Next for mascara, I'm using Maybelline's Colossal Volume Express as the first coat, and then I'm going to move on to an e.l.f. mascara that I got, which is one of my favorites. I don't know what it is about it, but it makes my eyelashes really long, so I'm using that as a second coat to kind of lengthen everything else. And now on to my favorite part. It is the Gerard Cosmetics Cherry Cordial lipstick, and I am not using a lip liner, although I wish that I had. I didn't have one when I did this video, but I went out and got one the next day. It was like a NYX lip liner. It'll just help you to stay in the line for your lip instead of trying to use this big thing to apply it nice and crisply. So definitely recommend a lip liner for this. So I got the idea after I was pretty much done of adding a nice warmer color to the top of the crease, just to kind of tie in the dark red lip and my purple shirt, which I eventually changed to black. So I ended up using the color Alchemy in the same Vice palette and just adding that to the upper crease of my eye. And there you are, everybody. There is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Have a very Merry Christmas, and please subscribe. See you later. I don't even remember what I was doing. That'll be really exciting and fun, I'm sure. Thank you so much for watching.
You know what? Plenty of guys have this issue, not just getting an erection, but keeping it, or by